Yo kuso, watashi. This is the silent type, and in this video, we will be going over the new buff to Shikikami's Dance Storm. And in my opinion, they seem to have made this ultimate a bit better. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because it now damages people or ninja. So, yeah. So that's literally the only major buff that this ultimate was that this ultimate received, was just the fact that now after your opponent receives a certain amount of damage, they will then be covered within Conan's paper talismans, and I call them talismans because that's what they look like. They get covered in the talismans, and then they explode after taking just a bit more damage. But I'll go over the build very quickly. As you can see on screen right now, we'll be using a nice F2P build just so that I can show y'all that even without DLC, you can still dominate within the Shinobi ranks. So for the build, we'll be using, of course, Shikikami's Dance Storm for the ultimate. We'll be running Senbone for the Ninja Tool. We'll be going with Sai's Super Beast Scroll Lion, Conan's Shikikami's Dance Shield, and Senbone for the Ninja Tool. Without further ado, play my intro and let's get right into it.
I don't believe in destiny, I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies, they're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy, you gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me, you ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the best at what I know, better than the rest, just watch me.
Alright, so this is post-silent, once again. Sorry about that. The new controller, in which I've gotten a couple weeks ago, it came with a few malfunctions. One of them being that my mic will randomly turn off whenever I start the system, meaning the entire time in which I was giving commentary and talking about the ultimate, my voice wasn't recording. So I might have to get another new controller, but besides that, everything works. I'm actually able to move properly, and unlike the other one, my screen isn't having a heart attack while I'm trying to play any game I play. But I'll just repeat what I said in in these two matches. So, like I said, the only real buff that they really gave this ultimate is that they made it so that it now damages your opponents when they take a significant amount of damage, whether that's from a jutsu, whether that's from a ninja tool. As long as they're dealing at least, I'm gonna say 10 to 15% damage, the ultimate will trigger around them as long as the paper is on them. Now, with the debuff that they did give to Sharingan, making it so that ultimates will no longer be evaded by it, this ultimate is good, but do take notice that if they activate Sharingan before getting hit by the ultimate, they will still have that effect if you hit them with a regular melee or a ninja tool. So do not underestimate Sharingan as for what I'm about to say next. So they could have made the ultimate a bit better, in my opinion. Like, don't get me wrong, this is one of the strongest ultimates in the game. One of the strongest, and them buffing it has literally only made it stronger. Because as you can see, we've only been fighting for, I'm gonna say, about 2 minutes, and I've already gotten my ultimate. Now, the build in which I'm using does play a small part in helping me get my ultimate. I forgot to go over it. I'm running Spark Explosion, which is the main attribute for this build. It is a top skill that allows us to boost up your secret technique gauge. That is the only real one in which really matters if you're trying to replicate the build. The other ones don't really matter. Besides that, I'm just running Boost Max Health, and I got on Fleeting Light, I believe. So every single time I get a deflect, it damages the enemy. But they could have definitely made this ultimate better. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it did get a slight shadow nerf that not many people might have noticed. Then again, I could be wrong about this, so take this info with a grain of salt. But I don't feel as if the ultimate lasts as long as it once did. I feel like it's only lasting about 3/4 the time of before it even got buffed, which I kind of understand. It's now an ultimate that damages people, so being on field for a long period of time is not ideal. They're trying to make the game balanced, which they're failing at. They're failing at horribly, actually, because this game is far from balanced. And I'm gonna stray off from topic a little bit. The government gown is one of the things that is not balanced in this game, especially with the ongoing flag battle. Combine that with Moonlit Medicine, and you got not Moonlit Medicine. Well, yeah, Moonlit Medicine or even Sunlit Medicine, and it's just a guarantee win. So, flag battle is, well, it's not my cup of tea, as I would say. And I really do wish that they would at least try to nerf some things about the game. Like, I do realize that a lot of people will be like, oh, well, you're just complaining because you don't got it. No, not really. The only reason why I'm making these complaints is because they're completely justified, for one. And two, you gotta think about it. It would make more sense for the outfits to be used in combat, but with the maps being as small as they are, even if, well, the current map I'm on right now is the version 2 cloud map, which is a little wider than a normal map, but it's still small. So if they do make the maps a bit bigger, I feel as if a lot less people will be complaining about the outfit, because you'll have to transverse over a larger distance, which will make sense. It'll actually make it so that a lot of other jutsu will get used a lot more often, such as Ino Hill, even though I dislike Ino Hill, and Byakugan. And as a day 1 Hyuga, I still love using Byakugan. But I digress. Let's get back on to the topic, which is the ultimate. The way in which they could have made the ultimate a bit better is because, one, they could have gave it a slightly larger radius. Now, I do understand that some people might say that, oh, well, that's broken, but you gotta think about it. This is Konan we're talking about. And Konan is one of the strongest Akatsuki members, in my opinion. Some people might disagree, but after she literally killed Obito, and no matter what anybody say, yeah, she killed Obito. Only reason why that man's still alive is because he took an eye off of a different Uchiha and used the Izanami. Yeah, that's literally the only reason why he didn't get KO'd. But I feel like the ultimate could have like a slightly larger radius, but at the cost of them actually nerfing the secret technique. Because this ultimate is completely meta, and it's going to continue being meta. Like, look, 30 seconds in, quarter of the ultimate, 1 KO. So, as I said within the last video, range types have a little unique feature. The more times in which they hit ranged attacks, whether it's jutsu, ninja tools, a clone, anything. It could be their melee. If you're using the Daedra Claybird, if you're using the Holy Monk Scroll Ink Likeness, if you're using the Skyward Lightning Quincy Bow that I also dislike, I'm 100% sure that they will allow you to get your ultimate faster. And yes, I do take advantage of that a little bit in this video. I won't lie. Mainly because I'm trying to showcase the ultimate, and it's also the ideal way to play range type. But I feel as if they could make certain things in this game a bit better when it comes to ultimates and outfits, and that's really all I really wanted to discuss. Because the main issue in this game is mainly just, like, think about it. When the game first came out, the map sizes were fine because we had a limited amount of jutsu that really didn't have no range on them. Now with more jutsu that are being added, now without a proper map size, it's just basically a instant win or lose. Like as you can see in the beginning of the match, I'm not even sure what my attack type had when not the match, the intro. I'm not sure what my attack type had when he or she got the flag and the game was over in like a minute 30 seconds. So I do hope that they do decide that for the next season, because we all know there's going to be a next season, that they do decide to add more maps, and so that it will be a bit more viable to use ultimates such as this. As you can see, I'm still holding on to the ultimate, mainly because I tend to fight without my ultimates. Also, don't don't mind that vicious combo that man just got hit with. But let me know what you think about the changes in Striker as well as the Conan Ultimate. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it too overpowered? Or is it anime accurate now? Let me know down in the comments below, and I will see y'all all in the next one. Peace.